Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. In this video, I'm going to discuss another Leetcode problem, and that problem is based on string. Okay, so the question is unique email addresses. If a valid email consists of a local name and a domain name separated by the @ sign, besides lowercase letters, the email may contain one or more dot or plus. For example, in Alice @leetcode.com or Alice is the local name and leetcode.com is the domain name. As you know, like my name is Sritoma, right? So like Sritoma @gmail.com. Here gmail.com is the domain name and Sritoma is the local name. Okay. So if you add periods means dot between some characters in the local name, part of an email address mail sent there will be forwarded to the same address without dots in the local name. Note that this rule does not apply to domain names. Okay, so what they are saying to us, like for example alice.j @leetcode.com and alice j @leetcode.com both are same, means both in this both two email addresses will forward to same email address. Okay, means if you have dot in your email address and if you have same email address without any dot, it will denote to same email ID. Okay, and another one point you have to notice, that is this rule does not apply to domain names. Okay, like if you have leetcode.com and here you have lead, like suppose first you have leetcode.com and now you another domain you have lead.com. okay, like lead. I am taking random thing. Okay, so in that case it does not denotes the same email addresses. Okay, you may think like, okay, now also I can like ignore this dot and now these both are same. Not okay, because this rule is only applied for local names, not for domain names. Okay, so if you add a plus in a local name, everything after the first plus sign will be ignored. This allows certain emails to be filtered. Note that this rule does not apply to domain names. Okay, so these two rules, okay, all apply only for the local names, not for the domain names. Okay, so what this rule is saying to us, like if you have this email local ID, okay, and here also you have another email ID, so now you can ignore this name part. Like what is saying here also you can see, like after the first plus sign will be ignored. Okay, so you can ignore this plus name, and after plus name you can ignore this dot also, like as I have discussed in the first rule, right? Plus dot you can ignore. Okay, so you can ignore this dot, and after this plus and all the things you can ignore for the local names only. I am not saying this rules for domain names. Okay, after that you can simply get the same email ID like this, right? So that's why these two email IDs are same. I think you got my point. It is possible to use both of these rules at the same time given an array of strings emails. Okay, array of strings emails where we send one email to each emails of I, return the number of different addresses that actually receive mails. Okay, so for better understanding we will go through some examples. Okay, so now the first example is emails are given to us. Okay, so now you have to use this these two rules you have to apply on your code. Okay, so first you have to ignore this dot and then again you have to remove this plus Alex. Okay, this way you have to check is there any email address is present that is coming multiple times. Okay, and you have to only send the unique ones. Okay, so Now first email ID is this. Okay, so I am just copying this one and I will explain this in this console only. So now you can remove this Toad, okay, and also you can remove this Alex. Okay, as you can remember, you have to remove this dot, means you have to ignore when you are checking that email address is same or not. In that case you have to ignore this dot thing, right? Okay, remembered, right? So now, and also you have to remove plus and also all the letters that are coming after plus symbol. Okay, so now also I am removing this dot. Okay, this dot I am removing, and also I am removing this plus dot to the end. Okay, and also like I am removing this one. Okay, so after this you can see you have these two email IDs are totally same, but this email ID is not same because the domain name is different. So your answer should be 2 only. Okay, so as you can see your answer is 2 and this is the output. The same output we also get, means these two like these two emails are same, so we can ignore this one, and now our resultant values are only these two. Okay, I think it's clear. So same way, if you see the example 2, you can see these three email IDs are totally different because the domain names although same, but the local names are not same. Like for the first one we have A, for the second one we have B, for the third one we have C. So all the local names are different, so the output is obviously 3. Okay, so I think this question is clear to you. If you have still any doubts, you can definitely ask me in the comments section. Okay, so now let's see how we can solve this problem. Okay, so now if you can remember, I have told you have to send only the unique email IDs, right? So if you need to send only the unique ones, you can use hash set. Like if you can remember, in the hash set we can only store the unique values, right? So now if you want to store only the unique email IDs, you can take one string type hash set. In that particular hash set you can store the email IDs after using all these filters. Okay, like if you want to store the same email ID multiple times, but hash set won't add that element, it will only add for the first time only. Okay, so that's why here I will use hash set. Okay, so now the first point is that I will solve this problem in Java, but you can understand the logic and you can implement the same in any language. Okay, so now let's get started and let's see how we can solve this problem. So first I have told you I need one hash set of string type. Okay, so now let's take that one first, hash set. So now I will traverse these strings of email IDs. Okay, because I need to check that particular string are same or not, right? For each string I need to check, right? So emails. Okay, so now suppose I am taking this first example. So suppose our first string is this one. Okay, so what is our first task? I only need to work on this local name, not on this leetcode.com. Means only I need to work on the local names. I no need to do anything for the domain names. So here what I will do, I will create one string array. Okay, and I will use split operator to split these two strings. Okay, and I won't do anything with this leetcode.com. I only do the operations for local name. Okay, so I think it's clear. String str, okay, 8, so split, and I will split with which regex at the rate. Okay, and then you will have two strings. Okay, this one and this one. Okay, so now what will be our next task? Our next task will be to remove this dot. Okay, like if you want to check email IDs are same or not, first you have to remove the dot and also you have to remove plus and all the letters that are coming after plus symbol, right? So now I will use replace method. Okay, so now string like r1 replace. Okay, r1 is in the 0th index position. I have the local names. Okay, so dot replace. Okay, and you have to replace this dot with null string. Okay, and this way you can just remove this dot, and now after this operation what you will get, now I am just saying to you. Okay, so after this dot what you will get, the string without this dot. Okay, because this is nothing, this is null string. Okay, so now what I will check next, that if r1 dot contains plus, then only we'll do some other operation. So what operation we need to do, we have to remove all the letters that are coming after plus symbol, right? So what I will create, just create one substring. Okay, so string temp equals to r1 dot substring, okay, from 0 to this plus index position, right? So for that what you can use, you have index of method. For string you have index of method to find out the index position for any particular character that are present in your string. Okay, so now int idx equals to r1 dot index of plus. Okay, so what this method will give you, this method will give you the index position of this plus symbol in your string. Okay, so what is the index position of plus symbol is 0
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9.
Okay, so this will give you 9. Okay, so now you will create substring from 0 to 9. Okay, so now in your temp variable what you will have, now you will have only this much string you will have. Okay, because you are creating one substring from r1 and it will take from 0th index position to 8th index position, all the elements it will take. Means it will how it will work now, how this substring method will work. If you don't know, I am just saying in higher level. Like I am here providing the starting index position and here I am providing the end index position, and it will give you the string from starting index position to end index position -1. Means starting index position to end index position -1. Okay, right, that's why it will give you test email only. Okay, so I think this is clear. If you want to explore more on substring, you can watch my videos that I have created for all the string methods. Okay, you can follow that one if you want to. Okay, so next what I will check next, now I have this test email. Okay, so now I think this substring method is clear to you. So now here I cannot provide 9, right, because I need to provide a idx, right, because obviously it will be a variable. Okay, so now we are done. Only you need to do one thing, that is you need to add this same thing in your hash set. Okay, because you have to return only the unique elements. Okay, so now at first you have to add the local names. And then what are the local names you have? Local names you have is temp, okay, plus then you have to make his email ID, right, plus then the domain name, and you can get the domain name from first index position, because here I have split the string, right, and in the first index position you will get the domain names, and the zeroth index position you will get the local names, right? That's why I have done all this operation on zeroth index position. Okay, and else if you cannot find out any like plus symbol, then we'll just simply add r1, okay, plus at the rate, and then the domain name str of 1. Okay, so now what will be the next thing? The next thing is that like here I am using replace operator. So it may possible in your string or like in your email id you don't have any dot. Okay, in that case it won't do anything, means as it this replace method did not find out any dot, it won't replace anything. Okay, in that case you will get the same string. Okay, so no need to think like it will give you exception and all. So it won't give you any exception. If it cannot find out any dot and all, then it will just replace nothing. Okay, so now only one thing, return hs dot size you have to return, because you have to return the number of unique email IDs, right? So now just run this code once. Okay, it is accepted. Now submit this code. Yeah, it is accepted. So now let's analyze the time complexity and space complexity. So here I am using one hash set, right, and it is like no two dimensional, is one dimensional only. So that's why your time complexity okay, better first we discuss the space complexity. The space complexity is order of n. Okay, so our space complexity is, and what is our time complexity? Here I am using one for loop, right? If here we are using one for loop, then we can simply say that our time complexity will be order of n. Okay, so now it may our time, it is not like any nested for loop and all. It is simply one for loop I am using, and it is only iterating the email IDs, right? So that's why our time complexity is order of n. So now you may think like here I am using one string type array, but still you are using only one dimensional string array, right? So it will still be order of n only. Okay, if you using any like two dimensional string array or like two dimensional hash set, in that case you will get order of n square, right? But now your time complexity and space complexity both are order of n. So I think it's clear. If you have any doubts, you can definitely ask me in the comment section. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video.